Math professor at the South Dakota School of Mines is teaching his daughters the importance of art through a little tradition that began with a squiggle on a napkin. In tonight's Eye on Keloland, Cindy Thorson shows us how a small scratch can become something much more.
When Dr. Travis Kowalski was young, his father would ask him to draw a squiggle on a piece of paper, then spin it around until he saw something colorful to make out of it.
It was one of the techniques he taught me for how to learn how to draw better. If you didn't have any ideas, to put random shapes down there and then to see what patterns you could see in the shapes and then draw that.
So when his daughter Lily started kindergarten, he wanted her to feel less nervous, and that's how it all started.
I'd pack her lunch in the morning and I would put a little message like on a napkin, and I would draw something. And one day I couldn't think of anything to draw. I just had like artist's block. And so I had her draw a squiggle for me, just a random shape on the napkin. And then I turned that shape into a picture.
Every morning before school, Dr. Kowalski will stand right here at the kitchen counter to create napkin art for his daughters and his wife.
I've just started working at Southwest this year, although I've been a teacher for 15 years. And going back into the classroom, seeing all the wonderful napkins that my husband has been doing for the girls, I wanted to be a part of that process. And so he has me draw a squiggle on a napkin.
So Mrs. Kowalski will show that squiggle to her classroom, and the students will guess what it might be.
If they are either very close to the guess or if they guess the exact thing, then they get the opportunity to draw their own squiggle on a napkin, and he will create a piece of artwork for them.
Dr. Kowalski likes to surprise his daughters and Mrs. Kowalski's students by turning the squiggle into something they wouldn't expect.
Maybe I see a cartoon character, maybe I see an animal, maybe I see dinosaurs or something that we've been talking about the day before.
Well, most of the time we do like just random squiggles that we come up with, and then it's really cool to see how he turned it into that, and most of the time I can't even find them, so it's really cool to see the creativity that's put into it.
Daughter Lily is now in 8th grade and daughter Maya is in 5th. Every day at lunch, Maya opens up her lunch bag to find what her squiggle turned into. This was Dr. Kowalski's first time seeing his daughter's reaction.
I think this is like a little quirk of our family, and we really like it, and it's like a nice tradition to open up at lunch every day.
Although this art is on a disposable napkin, there is a bigger meaning behind the tradition.
The thing that I like about it, the thing that I think, what I would like to spread about the idea is that a lot of art is sort of a collaborative affair, that, you know, it's something that you can kind of work together, put together little pieces and have something kind of unexpected that comes out of it.
He says that sometimes people think of art as something to stare at and appreciate, but that it can't be interactive and surprising. He says it also plays into his classroom.
I do it with numbers or ideas in the classroom, and then I do it with shapes and colors on napkins. But that idea, that solving a puzzle, whether it's a picture puzzle or whether it's a mathematical puzzle, whether it's a language kind of puzzle, the idea that you can solve together, that you can work on an idea together, and that you can be surprised at the results that come out of those.
A tradition both Dr. Kowalski and his family hope to continue.
So I've seen the transformation of how it was brought, you know, from when he was a little boy to when we were in college, and now it's been brought to our family, and I love it. It's a very unique thing, but it's so much fun, and I love his creativity. It just astounds me every day.
I wish I could, but I am not artistic at all, so probably not, but I wish I could do it for like my future kids.
With Eye on Keloland, I'm Cindy Thorson.
What a unique talent. Dr. Kowalski's post both the starting squiggle and the finished product on his Instagram page. We have a link included under this story at keloland.com if you want to see some of those creations for yourself.